Hey guys, I'm Suleiman Khan, and if you remember previously on the Engineer Boy, we have designed the same Excel sheet, and this actually does provide you the cut and fill. You can say the earthwork calculation, okay, and this is based on the mean depth method, okay. Now, as you can see, we have the formation level, the NSL. What you have to do is just only to provide NSL, which has just been provided by the surveyor, and then the formation level, which has been provided by the, you can say, engineer, maybe by the designer, okay, and that's gonna give you the cut and fill, okay, just in seconds, okay. But this is based on the mean depth method, okay. Now in the same video we will use the same data, but we will calculate and we will just design Excel sheet or table, and that's gonna be based on the mean area method. Okay, so for this approach, let's jump into another Excel sheet. And as you can see, we have the same Excel sheet, the same data, but this time we will use the mean area method. Okay, I have already in Excel, you can say format. Okay, you can just make the same thing. Okay, just write in your Excel. Okay, the same columns. Okay. Now I'm going to just provide border so we can see them visible. You can say all the cells. Okay, just the same thing. Okay, so simple. We have station, formation level, NSL, you can say the natural surface level, the depth at each station. Then we have the central area. Okay, how central area, how side area. Okay, I'm gonna teach all these things. Okay, so you have to just wait and watch carefully. Okay, now as you can see, we are asked to work out the quantity of earthwork for the portion of road. Formation weight, that is 2 meters, side slope 1 in cutting, and for the filling, that is 2 in 1. The natural surface level and formation levels at different stations are given. As you can see, stations 0, 30, these are known, okay? So we can just put all these values in the same, you can say table, you can make for yourself, no problem, okay? But the stations are up to 150, so I'm going to remove 180. Now the formation level, that's just known, okay? Which is of course 250, okay? That's by the designer, you can say, okay, for each station, okay? So I'm gonna just use Excel, and that's why I love Excel. This is why I'm using Excel over here, because this does the job, okay, in short time, in seconds, okay. Now as you can see, we have NSLs, okay. These are the same NSLs, so you're gonna just copy and paste them over here, okay, just quickly. As you can see, the formation, you can say the NSL, these are different at each station, okay, because we have no, or you can say the ground is never just level, okay. As you can see, okay, different NSL means the ground is never level, okay. So this is an embankment. Now I'm going to remove the, you can say the shades, or maybe, okay, the fill, let's say. Now we are good. Now let's just determine the depth, okay, for each station. Now what does depth mean? As you can see, we have the same, you can say the section can be trapezium because we have side slopes, okay. Now the depth means just the distance between NSL and the formation level, okay. So this is called the depth. Now the depth for each station can be determined very easily. We're gonna subtract NSL from the formation level, okay. Okay, so for better understanding, let me just write the same formula over here, okay. So we can determine the depth if we subtract the NSL from the formation level, you can say, okay. So we're gonna subtract NSL from the formation level in order to have depth, okay. And we're gonna just provide equal over there, and let's start bracket, and then the formation cell, which is B10, and we will provide the minus sign and then the NSL. Okay, let's close the bracket and done. Okay, apply the same formula to all stations. Okay, this is Excel. Okay, now the central area, as you can see, the, you can say the section can be in trapezium form. You can say, let me just look for a trapezoidal section over there. Okay, this is the same thing as you can see, and let me just make it a little bit this one style. Okay, so as you can see, if I just need to draw the the center, as you can see, from there to this point and from here to there, these are actually triangles, okay, at both sides. Now as you can see, this is the central area, you can say, okay, this is the central area, and this can be actually BD, okay, and B is actually the formation width that is known, okay, which is of course just 2 units, you can say 2 meters, okay. So this is 2 meters. Now depth are already known, okay. So what we have to do is just to provide a formula, And as you can see, let's start a bracket. And as you can see, we already know that the birth date is just 2. And then we will just multiply that with the depth. As you can see, these are the depths. And close the bracket and then enter. As you can see, let's provide, or you can say apply the formula to the all cells, and that's done. Okay, pretty cool. Now side area. The side means just the triangular portion. As you can see, this portion and this portion. Okay, one side area can be sd square divided by 2. This is actually sd square divided by 2. Okay, and for the other side sd square divided by 2. So simple. Okay, for this side sd square divided by 2 as well. Okay, so it's gonna be so simple. All right, this is known, which is of course 2 ratio 1. And why I'm gonna take 2 ratio 1? Why not 1 ratio 1? Okay, because we already know that this is embankment, so we're gonna have filling. Okay, and why? How can we know that? As you can see, the depth at each station, that is positive. Okay, so positive value means that we are in filling. All right, if we have depth in you can say in minus value, we have negative value. That means the formation level is just below the natural surface level, and that time we're gonna have, you can say we can have cutting. Okay, but this time you can see the positive depth indicates that the formation level is just above the NSL. Okay, or the natural surface level. So that means we're gonna have filling this time. Okay, so side area sd squared divided by 2 for one side, sd squared divided by 2 for another side. Okay, now divided by 2, that means that we're gonna have 0.5. Okay, because 1 over 2, that's the same thing as 0.5. Okay, now we can multiply this with the formula like mean sd square. Okay, so s, that is actually the side slope, which is 2. Okay, now we will just provide a, you can say multiplication and then the depth. As you can see, we have this depth. Okay, but however the depth has square over there. Okay, so we're going to provide square, and let's close the bracket. As you can see, we got a nice solution over there. Okay, so we're gonna, okay, this thing is just little bit mess over there. We're gonna have that one over there. Okay, over here you can say. Okay, so let's just provide the same formula again, so you can repeat the process and you can learn it very well. Okay, so that's 0.5, and then we will multiply that with a, you can say sd square. S is of course 2. Okay, that's known, times d square. D is actually the depth. Okay, at each station, and however that's gonna have a square, and then close the bracket. Okay, so we had 3.422. Okay, let's apply to all stations. Now as you can see, this is going to be the same for the other, you can say side. Okay, however we're gonna change the depth, just this thing. Okay, just a minute. As you can see, this is E10, but this is going to be actually this one. Okay, which is D10. All right, this is the same formula. As you can see, side slope are both side, that is just the same. That's why we are getting the same value for both sides. Okay, like you can say the left side and for the right side. Okay, just the same thing. Okay, sd square divided by 2 for the left, sd square divided by 2 for the right. Now the total area, that's so simple. We're gonna add all, okay, the areas, the three cells you can say. Okay, or you can just um, you can say use Excel feature just by selecting all these areas, and then home, and then there is summation. Okay, you can say, and that is of course just pretty good. Okay, and you can apply the same thing to all cells. Okay, these are actually areas. Okay, let me just make it a little bit visible so you can see it. Okay, this is actually, this is what we are adding. Okay, now the mean area means adding two areas and divide them by 2. Okay, that is called the mean area. Okay, you can say area at, you can say one station, like maybe at station 0, and area at station 30. Okay, add them and divide them by 2, so we can have the mean area. Okay, let's just have the formula over here. Okay, like you can say we're gonna have this area, and then we're gonna add them. Okay, the plus sign, this area, and then close the bracket, and let's just divide the same thing, okay, by 2, and then press enter. As you can see, we have pretty good solution. Okay, that's so simple. But I got a problem over here. Okay, we have some missing over here. As you can see, the NSL at station 150, that is 247. Okay, so let me just you can say rewrite them. Okay, 247 and 0.75. Okay, now let's see what changes are happening over there. Okay, so simple, pretty cool. Now the distance, as you can see, we have 0 30 60. It means the interval is just 30 meters. Okay, for each station you can say the distance between two stations, that is just 30. Now as you can see, we're gonna have filling. Okay, you can say the quantity or the earthwork can be in filling. Okay, maybe in form of filling. Okay, and that's because of the positive video, or you can say the embankment is just, you can say the formation level is just above the NSL. Okay, so equal, and as you can see the filling or maybe the earthwork can be volume, and remember volume is just the area times the distance. Okay, so we have area which is the main area, and then we will multiply that with the distance, which is of course this cell, and then close the bracket and press enter. Now apply the same formula to all stations. As you can see, pretty cool. Okay, now the total, just select all these with extra cell, okay, below it, and then click on the summation. As you can see, we have 1166. Okay, and that is the, you can say the total earthwork or maybe the filling. Okay, you can just write that over here. Okay, total earthwork, or maybe you can say total filling. Okay, for the same embankment, and that's it. This is how we can just design in Excel sheet to determine the earthwork using mean area method. Okay, for the mean depth you can use the same Excel sheet. Okay, link in the video description. You can download this Excel sheet for free. Okay, what you have to do is just to provide NSL, this table, and the formation level, this table. That's gonna give you the fill or maybe the cut. See you in the next video.